Hello and welcome to another 3-Minute Thursday. This is Luke Woodard, and today we're going to smooth out joints using surfacing techniques. For this surfacing example, I'm going to use a recent idea I had for a bicycle handlebar. Instead of 3D printing the whole area and getting in trouble for using all of the material, I'm using stock carbon fiber tubing and printing smaller parts. One of those parts is a lug to join the stock tubing to the steerer tube. While I could create some simple extrudes, add some fillets, and call it a day, that doesn't look so great. I want more gradual transitions and smoother blends, so I'll fire up my surfacing tab. To model this lug, I'm going to go through 4 steps. They are 1. Use surface extrudes for the basic shape. 2. Trim those surfaces away. 3. Use surface lofts. And 4. Finish it up with a filled surface. Starting off, I'll sketch out profiles and create 2 extruded surfaces, representing the basic outside shape of this lug. I won't do a third yet, as I want to take advantage of symmetry and mirror that after we trim. Now for the critical step in this process. I need to trim the tubes back to where I want the blends to start. I'll draw a general trim shape for this tube. If we were to trim this now, we would be left with just one continuous edge, making the next steps impossible. So we're going to go back into the sketch and use the Split Entities tool to split up that arc, and that will give us 4 separate edges. After doing that, I'll take advantage of symmetry and mirror the result. I'll do a very similar thing with this main tube. Sketch a profile I want to get rid of, use the Split Entity tool, and then trim. Notice that for both trims there is one less sketch segment than there are edges. Now that we have everything trimmed away, we need to loft between surface bodies. To do so, I'll use the surface loft, grabbing respective edges to add bounding surfaces. To better control the end result, I can use start-in constraints and tangency influences. Once I have surface lofts between all of my trimmed tubes, I want to patch the rest in. The Filled Surface tool works great for this. I'll apply edge settings to get nice curvature continuous geometry. More often than not, you'll need to play around with sketch geometry, start-in constraints, tangency influences, and edge settings to get what you want, but this case happened to work out well and we have a nice looking outside surface. To wrap up, here are a few pictures of the end result, all made possible by the power of surfacing. I hope you've enjoyed this 3-Minute Thursday.